a look, okay? So here's your kind of before and after in terms of setup. You see the shaft on this one sort of leaning back quite a lot, okay? And that ball position, when the shaft does lean back, it kind of gets a bit further forward for me than what I want. Gets you behind the ball, gets your shoulders aiming left, which is going to encourage your path to go more to the left. And as we said, what we saw mainly in your swing there now, as your club went back, there was a lot of slide now through that sort of right leg, okay? So your lower half was sort of sliding this way. A lot of weight then got on your back foot. You couldn't really get any weight back to your top. You started to try and move it here now, but as the club starts coming down, the speed you're swinging it, you're now going to get sort of a counter force this way, opposite with the club. And you'll see it sort of in your left hip now sort of starts to move like that, now it starts popping up and moving back. And now your left hip at impact, way behind the ball, you're up on your tiptoes, pulling left foot spinning, your balance is gone and losing a bit of control, and then obviously your feet try to sort of stabilise that, as you can see. This one here now, club more in line there with the left arm, this nicely underneath, okay? Ball slightly further back, square your shoulders up, okay? If we look now at sort of that line there, that line there, as we go back, we kind of move through it now. See the difference there now? So you've created this sort of hip movement there. So now there's a bit more weight move from one side. And as you start coming back, your hips can start moving there. Now as you start extending through, look at your left foot position there. Now you've got it a little bit high on the club face because that tee might be a little high for you in fairness. Okay, so we could possibly lower it a smidgen. But look at that impact position as opposed to... There you go. There you go. Well, exactly. I mean, the difference in the leg position is sort of, So that one's hanging back, loads of weight on that left side, okay? Yes, you've got used to where that ball is from that position. Now we've moved you forward. You've moved your low point a bit further forward, okay? So that's why that might be a little bit high on the club face. And again, there's an element, obviously, you've got used to reaching out for that ball rather than sort of extending up through it and stuff. So, but in terms of impact position, that is a much more solid left side there now. And as you go through, you can see as a result, your left foot now moves a little bit after the shot, but it's not as spinny out as this one here, where it's kind of like, say, not quite Scotty Scheffler, but sort of dancing away to the left there and then losing balance. And that's why when you're trying to find your balance now, you're not used to kind of where you're trying to... At the speed you swing at 100 plus mile an hour, if there's not much weight on that front leg to sort of swing onto, there's nothing to support the swing, You're going to always lose your balance as a result of that. So, definitely getting that sort of setup slightly changed. So forward a bit more with the shaft angle, okay? This hip now has got to kind of move in and around in the back. So, okay, so there's a little bit of a shift and then it pivots around. The same as if you're going to throw a ball, you'd move back and then you start moving forward as you throw it, You wouldn't sort of go here and lean this way, but equally you wouldn't sort of go, and then throw at the same time. There's going to be a sort of almost a bit of a flow this way where certain body parts are going in different directions to each other, okay? So get that right hip moving away. Again, the best drill, I'd say, for you at home, get a vertical stick by your right foot. There'll be about roughly a fist between your hip. You move a little bit towards it there and then move away. Move away. The right leg will straighten, but you're keeping your height and it's straight. It's good, it's very good, And you get a bit more depth now, your arms look a bit longer, okay? Now from there it's coming back to the golf ball now and they're just relearning where that ball is, That's all. Once you've kind of got that, see how your arms sort of tuck up here, but that's just you sort of swing everything across because you had to in the past, So. Okay, makes sense?
Yeah.
Excellent, very, very good, mate, well done.